I definitely was not expecting what I walked into today. Burlington really threw me for a loop. I'm talking about I was overwhelmed. My Burlington was loaded. I'm talking about stocked to the brim with Paca Rabannes and Invictus. So look, we're gonna get into this video. Check this out. What's the vibe, my smell gooders and room fillers? Look, from the thumbnail, y'all should already know the intro. Burlington was stocked, locked, loaded with Rabanne fragrances. They had so many Paca Rabannes, 1 millions, and they even had a load of Invictus. So I grabbed, what I could. A few things just didn't, really pan out for me to grab, so I just didn't. I grabbed Rabanne's 1 million Royal. This one ran me for $54.99. Online, it's up there. So this is definitely a steal. It's up there. Everywhere that I looked online, it was way higher than that. So that was a plus. I also grabbed Paca Rabanne's Invictus Victory. And this ran me for $49.99. This, I think I've only seen one place where you can get it under that. And the shipment on that, I've heard, is pretty long. So you're gonna pay the difference in shipment. It's gonna take that long. I also grabbed Invictus Platinum. And this one ran me $49.99. So we got 3 Paca Rabannes. We're gonna tap into these and see what they is. We already know from different, because these fragrances have been out, they're nothing new on the market. A lot of other clone houses have, emulated some of these or been inspired by some of these. So we gotta see what's to these. And I'm just basically letting you know what's in Burlington. If you were curious about these fragrances, they're at these Burlingtons. You can run out there and grab them. I will post a video up here for you to check out just to see some of the other fragrances from Paca Rabanne that they had in Burlington. But hey, I went in looking, thinking I was gonna grab, some Middle Eastern fragrance and was thrown. Like I stopped, once I seen Paca Rabanne, I stopped looking for the Middle Easterns. And these were on the table with the gift sets. So don't necessarily go run into these shelves because you may pass up, the tables with the gift sets and pass up on some of these Paca Rabannes if this is something that you're looking for in your collection. So first we're gonna start with Royal. We're gonna jump into this Royal. Paca Rabanne has, which now, they changed their name to Rabanne. They removed the Paca, so now it's just Rabanne. And these are older fragrances, so they still have that Paca on there, Paca Rabanne. But the 1 millions, in my opinion, I've sampled a few at Macy's. All, in my opinion, are beautiful fragrances. I just selected the 1 million Lucky because that one out of all others were, it was sort of my vibe. It was the one that I really felt like I really needed to have in my collection. And I grabbed that one. So when I ran across this one and saw this one, I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to see what's to it. I don't think that I tried this one in Macy's. So 1 million Royal, looks the gold bar. Got your juice in the back. And we're going to put it in the air, put it on testing script, put it on skin, see what's to it. Again, I haven't tested this one. Atomizer check. Yeah. This falls along the line of the Paca Rabannes. You know, they have that sweet, gourmandish kind of vibe to them. You know, very sweet, very, very beautiful. If you're not really into the sweeter fragrances, or that's not your vibe, you kind of want to stray away from the Rabannes and the 1 millions, because they are sweet. They have that sweetish, gourmandish kind of vibe to them. And that's exactly what this is. I'm pretty sure that if you are into fragrances, like I'm into fragrances, you're watching this video because you're into fragrances, you have some type of ideal about this. If you really, you know what it is, and you loving it, and you smelled it somewhere, it's at Burlington. It's for the low. It's gonna cost you way more somewhere else for this. Sweetness dialed down on testing strip, but still, again, it has that traditional Paca Rabanne 1 million vibe to it. Now, some people will say, you know, and I've heard it a lot, if you have one, you pretty much have them all. You just want to select the best one that fits you out of the line, because they all have, you know, a little twist to them. But this does not smell like 1 million Lucky to me, which I'm glad. I'm grateful for, because, you know, I would have been a little bit threw off to have two, you know, similar smelling fragrances. Even though it does have the traditional style. That's just their style. That's their MO. That's how they move. I can appreciate it. I can love it. I'm glad that I ran across this joint. Not just so because it's, you know, I got it for a really good price. Like, that was one of the things that made me really pull the trigger on it, because I'm like, man, listen, I'm pulling up the prices for it online, and I'm like, for the price that I'm getting it for, I got to add it to my collection. Got to. Beautiful fragrance, nonetheless. Traditional Paca Rabanne. My 1 million, that's discontinued, so I don't have to lean on that too heavy just to feel that Paca Rabanne 1 million look, that 1 million vibe. I can reach for this to kind of get my fix off without, you know, running out of that discontinued 1 million Lucky. So it's not identical smelling, but it's along the line. It's in the family. It's that 1 million line. So that's the thing with that. Beautiful smelling fragrance. I'm definitely getting, you know, some type of citrusy top, some orange or mandarin or something. Citrusy, but at the same time, I'm getting that sweetness too. Definitely getting that sweetness. And that's the thing with these 1 millions, these 1 millions, you get that sweetness. But that orange and bergamot in it kind of like dials that sweetness down. Beautiful fragrance, like real, I'm talking about beautiful. I will post the notes up here for you to check out the full entire note breakdown, so you'll have an idea of what's in this particular fragrance. And this one, the Royal, beautiful fragrance. Beautiful. Yeah, and it's nothing like, to me, it's nothing like 1 million Lucky. It's really not. I mean, it still has that sweetness to it, which I'm not afraid of sweet smelling fragrances. But that orange and the bergamot, it has some type of floral aspect to it too a little bit. That's balancing it out pretty well. Yeah, I'm loving that. Beautiful fragrance at Burlington. Let's go with Victory. Let's go with Victory. Jump into Victory and see what's to this joint. And when I seen this, I was like, yeah, I'm automatically sold. So this one is a 50 ml 1.7. And even though it's a 1.7, you still can look it up. You can, after watching this video, you could jump online and look it up right now. This is still a deal. You still coming up because you're gonna pay more online for this fragrance. So definitely a deal. Don't, shy away from it because it's a little bit more than 30 bucks or 40 bucks, but it's definitely worth the deal for me, price-wise. You can't get around the price point. Beautiful, beautiful presentation. We already know how that looked, that trophy, and they got the V on the front. We're gonna put it in the air. Nice atomizer. Something different. Something different. Something different. Now, this is not like that sweetness in, the Paca Rabanne 1 millions. It's not that. So if you not rocking with the sweetness, you have an alternative, because this is definitely not sweet in the air. I will put the notes up here for you to check out so you can run through those as well and get you some type of an idea. Beautiful little bottle. Nice. Nice, nice. 1.7. On testing script. Very beautiful. I will add that. Very beautiful. Up top, you got some type of citrusy, spicy up top. You got some florals in there. Just a hint of sweetness. Just a hint of sweetness. Not, this is definitely not a sweet fragrance. More so a mature evening, date night type fragrance, office fragrance, something that you can wear in an environment where you are, kind of like laid back. Off skin, yeah, you still get the citrus, and that's just dialed down, just enough. Like you get a tinge of it, but it's spicy. It has some peppers in there. You get some type of floral, like you definitely get some type of floral in there. Could be jasmine or lavender. But that's definitely like the heart of that thing, because you getting that right off, like it's like pumping. It's strong. It's like not overpowering in a sense, but it is like it got its chest out. It's at the forefront. And the citrusy peppery is like assisting it. Then you have some type of sweetness, amber or something, and underneath it, giving it its sweetness, but a smooth sweetness. We already know how amber and vanilla kind of have that smooth type of vibe, but that's what I'm getting. Very beautiful, man. This is separate from the 1 million line, how sweet and gourmandish that is. This is not that. This is like some grown shit here. This is some going out, having some type of an event, being in an office around people that are just making things happen. However, you can, it's not set in stone. You can wear this whenever you want to, however you want to. And that's how you setting your persona, how you want it to represent you, how you want to be represented. That's up to you totally. But the vibe that I get from this is not something that I would just casually walk around with, wearing. This is something that if I'm going on a date, going out to eat with me and my wife, or, you know, I'm just moving around, having some type of event, I definitely will wear this. Beautiful fragrance. Glad I grabbed this and added it to my collection, and I was tempted to grab another one just because I had never seen these in Burlington, and I was thinking this is a 1.7. I could grab another one, and that would have been like a full-size bottle, a 3.4 or something, and I just would have had an extra one on standby. Even though this is pretty cool because it's so small, it's very portable. You can transport this very easily. The only thing that I, you know, have that's, you know, a knock against this is that your atomizer is not protected. If you have this in your bag or something and you're moving around, you easily can be spraying this. So that's the only downside to that. Now we're gonna jump into Platinum, Invictus Platinum. And this is a hell of a score at Burlington. I'm not gonna lie, this is a hell of a score. In the gate, as soon as I saw it, I was pulling the trigger on it in my mind. I grabbed it, as you can see from the video, I already had them in my hand while I was showing the rest of them off because I didn't want nobody to roll up behind me and reach over my shoulder and just start grabbing while I'm videoing. You know, that would have been an ugly scene for y'all to see, you know, with me grabbing somebody's arm and sending Burlington up in a riot. But yeah, I had to get mine and put mine up under my arm before I started recording and showing y'all what's going on, because it gets serious up in there about these fragrances, especially when they start popping up with fragrances like these that we haven't seen in them stores yet. Yeah, I'm gonna stand my ground. But look, same bottle style, beautiful. Same bottle style. The only thing about this one, it has that platinum joint. Beautiful bottle. Put that joint in the air testing script and on skin. So, let's see what this bad baby do. Atomizer check. Very fresh. This is a freshie. This is a freshie. And a beautiful one at that. Beautiful. Out of season though, I feel like, but you can wear it if you want to. It's up to you. Do your thing, knock yourself out. Wear it whenever you want. You might be in an environment where you at work, office type of setting, you know, somewhere where you out the cold, but this is more so a fresh fragrance, and I can't really see it, you know, being a powerhouse in the cold. But very fresh. Very fresh. Put the notes up there for you to check out. You know how we do. But green, this is a green fragrance, a green style fragrance. Has a lot of greens in there, has some citrus in there. You can get the citrus, but for the most part, you get some mint in there. It's just very fresh, light, upbeat. This is more so, in my opinion, a spring and summer fragrance that would do well in that type of environment. Off skin, definitely green. Definitely. Smells like freshly cut grass or trimmed hedges or something. This is a very green fragrance. Very beautiful though. Like you still get, even though it's green, like it smells green, but you have some citrus in there that gives you that citrusy, almost like you would be picking lemons or something, man. Like this, it's beautiful though. Very fresh, very clean. You definitely gonna smell clean with this on. Beautiful. And the way that this actually smells, as green and citrusy and upbeat and light, this thing almost has like a very organic smell. Like the richness in it, it smells almost like like natural, like nature and natural lemon juice. Like it smells really fresh, like really natural and organic. So this is a very organic type of vibe, like just the cleanest on this fragrance. Yeah, beautiful fragrance. This was definitely one of my best hauls from Burlington. Like we at the end of the year. I don't think that I will probably run across another Burlington haul like this where I really hit like good like this. This is lit. But look, that's what at Burlington. Run out and see if you can find any of these fragrances, or if you're interested in any of these. And you know, they there. Beautiful fragrances. Beautiful. Glad I got them in my collection. And I'm curious to see what else they're going to bring to Burlington, because they doing their thing. They was killing us with the Middle Eastern, and now they going to the designers. And I'm talking about fire designers. But look, like, comment, subscribe, share, the whole nine. Much love to all y'all for supporting and watching the videos. Continue to watch. We're going to continue to bring more fragrances to the channel. More Burlington and Ross and Marshall hauls, whatever we can, you know, get our hands on. I'm going to bring them to the channel and chop it up with you. It's your boy Zebo. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.